If you're watching this video right now, you are one, very curious on how to actually improve your sleep because sleep hasn't been going good for you, or two, you have to sleep right now. Sleep is very important for us, and people tell us that like, yo, you need to sleep, you need to go to sleep, you need 8 to 10 hours of sleep. Like, people tell you that sleep is very important. Then just fuck off. They don't they don't say anything else after that. They tell you, dude, sleep is so important, it's really good for you. Then silence. They don't tell you what to do. They don't tell you how to actually improve your sleep. They don't tell you different things that you can easily implement into your life to make sure sleep is just a little bit better. They don't tell you any of that. They just tell you that sleep is good. This is bad if you don't sleep. Fuck you. So I'm going to tell you today easy tips that you can use to actually improve your sleep. Wear mouth tape when you go to sleep. The reason why you want to wear mouth tape when you go to sleep is because when you mouth breathe in your sleep and before you go to sleep, it's not only that you're going to sleep worse, you're going to wake up worse. Like, you know those days where you have fucking sore throats, you're tired as shit, like your entire body just feels like you just got hit by a fucking dump truck? Those were most likely nights where you were mouth breathing. So the only way to actually train your body to not mouth breathe is to wear some type of tape on your mouth. Isn't that going to kill me? Am I gonna die? No, you're not going to die if you wear mouth tape on your mouth. You have a nose. That is the entire point. We switch from your mouth breathing to your nasal breathing, so you can actually train your body to breathe in the sort of way that's supposed to be breathing in. And if you were going to die, your body isn't just going to comfortably stay in a nice little slumber if your entire organs are shutting down. You're going to wake up. If you're really going to die, you would realistically wake up like 5 minutes before you're dead. So you're going to be alive. There's no risk towards this because you have your nose to breathe through, and if anything really goes wrong, your body will wake up unless you're like a fucking meth addict or something. Your sleep is 100% worse when you mouth breathe. And life is 100% worth when you mouth breathe. You'll become less confident, you'll become less energized, you'll become less focused. Literally, your fucking jawline, bro, like, your jawline will become worse if you mouth breathe. Not only that this will improve your sleep, you'll literally improve your looks while you're doing this, because when you have your mouth closed and your tongue rested at the top of your mouth, your sleep improves and your facial structure improves. So not only you're just sleeping better and waking up more energized, you're going to look more attractive, and you're not going to like eliminate your chin. You're not going to have those fucking like those people who have like zero chin. Like, you're not going to be like that. And if you are a person who's like that, this certain practice of nose breathing and resting your tongue at the top of your mouth will improve that issue. So if you don't want that to happen, or if it's already happening to you, this is how you do it. It improves your looks and it improves your sleep, and it costs $0. You just get a piece of tape and you shut your fucking mouth up. Firstly is a proper environment. Your environment when you sleep is very, very fucking important. If you're not going to listen to anything else in this video, listen to this one. Your environment for sleep is very important. Most people's sleep environment is dog shit. It's very, very bad. They have very bright lights like over their head, like very bright lights going. They have their phone in their face. Their room is hot as hell because they're fucking like, I don't know, like jerking off or something in their bed sheets. Sleep environment needs to optimize so not only you can fall asleep easier, so you can also sleep much better. So your sleep quality is actually improved. So simple things that you can change about your environment is make your room dark. Like an hour before you go to sleep, your lights are off, your room is completely dark, so your eyes can get adjusted to the lack of light. There's literally parts in our brain that sees darkness and is like, oh, dark. Oh, I feel sleepy. Like, that type of system in your brain exists. When it sees dark for a long period of time, you'll start to actually feel tired and want to go to sleep. People wonder why they can stay up so late and not go to sleep and they don't feel tired, because you're quite literally overstimulating your brain with fucking brain rot. Also want to make your environment cold. A cold room is actually very, very beneficial. It's much easier to sleep in a very cold room than it is to sleep in a very hot room. And there's numerous different ways to make sure your actual room is cold. Like, you can just turn on your AC, you can turn on a fan. Yes, sometimes those things don't work and it's not strong enough to actually keep your room cold. So something that you can do is open your window 30 minutes to an hour before you go to sleep so your room can get pretty cold. But when it's time to go to sleep, close your window, and then you knock yourself out. A blue light filter. A blue light filter protects your eyes from blue light before you go to sleep. Blue light is not a bad thing. A lot of people say that like, oh, blue light is trying to kill you. Blue light is not a bad thing. Yeah, before you go to sleep, blue light is a bad thing, because blue light is the exact opposite of the type of light your eyes need for sleep. Blue light is more for like in the morning and when you're trying to be awake. Yellow light and red light is more useful for when you're trying to go to sleep because it's less aggressive on your eyes. So this is like a very fucking easy fix. You can just go onto your phone, go into your phone settings if you use iPhone, go into your phone settings, search up color filter, and then when you're on color filter, you'll see it says color tint. Turn that on and turn the intensity to max. Basically, every single time you do that, like 2 hours to an hour before you go to sleep, you're letting your eyes know that, okay, it's time to go to sleep because there's no like aggressive blue light like in my eyes anymore, and you'll start to naturally feel more tired, which makes your sleep a lot better. Next is a wind down routine. Winding down before bed is basically just lowering your heart rate. There's no one thing you can do to actually wind down before bed. People just say like wind down before bed. Winding down before bed is the process of lowering your heart rate before sleep. So making sure your heart rate is ready for sleep. Because if you have like a high heart rate and you're trying to go to sleep, it's going to take some time for your heart rate to go down and then you actually achieve sleep. So you're just tossing and turning in your bed, just doing fucking nothing. If your heart rate is already low, the time to actually get it ready for sleep is significantly less, so you're actually able to sleep much faster. So lowering your heart rate includes doing activities that don't overstimulate your body and don't overstimulate your brain. So you can do things like meditation, you can do things like journaling, you can do things like reading. What I like to do, I like to meditate. Yeah, I like to take 10 deep breaths of a certain type of breathing, which is called a physiological sigh. Don't let the big words scare you. I'm also stupid, so science is not a part of this. But a physiological sigh is basically breathing in till you can't breathe in anymore, doing a sharp inhale, and then breathing out for as long as you possibly can. And you do 10 of those, and that entire like breath is literally made to lower your heart rate. So basically it goes like this. You do that 10 times and your heart rate will naturally go down. After you do that, you can couple that with other habits like reading or journaling or doing like some stretches before bed, just something that lowers your heart rate and doesn't add that much strain on your brain and your body. Morning and afternoon sunlight. So why does looking at the sun in the morning and looking at the sun in the afternoon actually improve our sleep? Why does that actually work? Because in our bodies, we have an internal clock called our circadian rhythm. Basically, it's the system in our body that makes us feel awake at a certain time and makes us feel asleep at a certain time. So if you're able to actually set blocks and set a certain time for this circadian clock, you will be able to improve your sleep. It's like setting your alarm at a certain time for it to start ringing. You're doing the same thing for your body, but the ringing is you going to sleep, and the ringing is you waking up feeling energized. So the easiest way to do this is to literally just search up online, when does the sun come up? And search up online, when does the sun set? And then set timers on your phone for each time, and it'll ring for when you have to go outside and see the sunlight. You don't have to do it right at the exact time. It just has to be at a certain time where the sun isn't like above your head. It has to be at a time where the sun is like at a low solar angle is what it's called. There's a whole lot of science. I'm fucking struggling too, don't worry. It's called a low solar angle. Basically how it looks like when it's like a beautiful sunset or a beautiful sunrise. And you want to stay outside for like 2 to 10 minutes, not really that long. The length that you stay outside depends on how like bright the sun is at that current time. Wake up and sleep at the same time. Don't bullshit me and don't bullshit yourself. Even on weekends, you want to wake up and sleep at the same time. People want to improve their sleep and they do really good. They actually sleep at a certain time and wake up at a certain time throughout the week. But when their weekend rolls around, that's when they put their fingers in their ass, their dick in their hand, and they just do a whole lot of nothing. On the weekend and every single day of the week, you want to sleep and wake up at the same time. Your body doesn't know what the fuck a weekend is. Your body has no idea what the concept of a weekend is. Your body only knows that when it's bright outside, wake up. When it's dark outside, I feel tired and I go to sleep. Your body has no idea what the fuck a weekend is. A weekend is a social construct, so don't treat your physiological needs through this social construct of the weekend. Weekends don't exist for your body, so don't treat sleep like it's supposed to be a social construct. You need to wake up and go to bed at the same time every single night. And you'll just naturally notice that it's so much easier to fall asleep and wake up when you just sleep and wake up at the exact same time. Here's a little bonus tip. You can also make a to-do list for the next day. You don't have to make the to-do list to actually do the to-do list. You can just make it so you can just get all your thoughts out of your brain, because a lot of people struggle with mind wandering when they go to sleep. So having all your tasks already planned out the day before, it makes it so much easier to fall asleep. So that's just a little tip you want to do if you struggle with like managing stuff in your brain before you go to bed. All right, so I told you all the easy tips I know on how to actually improve your sleep. I hope your sleep genuinely improves, and you will see progress in your sleep like 3 to 4 days in by doing all of these things. If you do all of these things for 3 to 4 days, you're going to just notice like, holy shit, I feel so awake. Or when it's time to go to sleep, it's so much easier to go to sleep. Like, you don't need to like do all this random shit. You just have to do the things that you need to do, and then falling asleep takes like 5 seconds. It's so beneficial to learn how to sleep better in an age where people just don't go to sleep anymore. So honestly, give yourself a pat on the back. Feel a bit good about yourself. I hope you enjoyed this video, and that's it.